A famous story called the lamppost theorem tells that in moments of darkness we look for solutions in the most obvious places, while in order to get out of the COVID-19 crisis, solutions need to be found in unknown spaces and places. Can you tell us more about this story and its meaning?
The lamppost story tells us that we need to look for solutions where there is no light, basically. So the idea is that we are supposed to look for solutions outside the box. And this means that we need to have tools, methodologies, skills in order to navigate this ambiguity, this uncertainty that is associated usually with risks, with a lot of problems, issues.
A recent Harvard Business Review article illustrates a significant correlation between the presence of CEOs with legal expertise and a significantly lower contentious rate compared to companies run by CEOs with different backgrounds. What kind of figure is the manager of innovation and sustainability, and do you believe this figure will lead to digital transformation and ecological transition?
Lawyer CEOs are a good example of why we need to create a new blending of social sciences and probably also adding some technical expertise and some technical knowledge. Because we're navigating an age of innovation, ecological transition, the uncertainty that is always associated with this kind of transition processes requires the need to have some compass to navigate these transitions. And it's not enough to have management skills, even finance skills, unless you know how to hedge risks, how to identify risks, how to manage them and mitigate their negative impact. And that's what led us to create an interdisciplinary graduate program that blends management, finance, and law in order to give the managers of innovation and the manager of sustainability professional figures that will lead these transition processes for large private, public, social organizations, the skills necessary to be leaders in their fields, in their organizations.
The pandemic took many by surprise. The world after COVID-19 will be different. What scenario can we predict, and what are the keywords, emerging sectors, and technologies?
COVID-19 demonstrated that by now issues are global, responses are local. So I think that the keywords that we get out with are words like localization as opposed to globalization, communities as opposed to state and the market, collaboration as opposed to competition, and cities as opposed to nations. What we are seeing is the trust of people is giving the response to this crisis. And by building these networks that are local, but somehow are interconnected with global networks, thanks to the technology, thanks to solidarity that goes across the borders, humankind is responding and is overcoming this huge challenge that the pandemic has brought to us. And so I believe that sectors that will be, economic sectors that will be somehow more important in the future are sectors like agriculture, production of food, even fashion, health-driven innovation will be one huge, very important economic sector that will become more and more important. energy and transportation, because we are seeing how it is important to have new modes of production and new modes of mobility in order to pollute less. We are seeing how the earth, our cities, our territories are in a better shape, are in a better conditions, thanks to the fact that people are consuming less, are using less cars and carbon-fueled means of transportation. And other things that will be very important are, of course, digital infrastructure and digitalization. Smart working is by now something that is on everyone's tongue. Smart cities, as a consequence, will be another important sector. And of course, tourism that has been hit so hard will have to be back in shape and start thinking of new digital and sustainable ways of ensuring the possibility for people to visit places, visit new attractions. In order to enable this kind of development, this new economic paradigm that somehow the pandemic has accelerated, I believe that technologies like artificial intelligence, the blockchain, 5G, the Internet of Things will be very much important. More important than before, more central in the public debate, and of course things like driverless cars and driverless transportation modes and renewable energies as well. They will be very important, and there will be technologies that managers of innovation and managers of sustainability will have to help shape.
The Master of Social Sciences will take place in Rome at Lewis University, but how international is the graduate program Law, Digital Innovation and Sustainability?
The Master of Science in Law, Digital Innovation and Sustainability is a truly international program in that it has an international faculty composed of professors and scholars that are prominent in the world, like Sheila Foster, Sofia Ranchordas, Daniel Armanius, and many other faculty members that are joining Lewis faculty to deliver this program. It is international also in the kind of partners that we are involving in a sort of educational partnership, as we would like to treat our corporate partners, our institutional partners as our co-teachers. We would like our students to be engaging with the real world as soon as possible. And so we have few international organizations and a lot of international corporations that are going to be working with us. It is international also because it's going to be part of a larger network of universities who are working on these issues, and we are securing partnerships in order to deliver students exchange and other forms of international cooperation between universities, such as double degrees. It is finally international because of its students, of its community, of people that wish to learn in a very international city like Rome, one of the cradle of humankind and full of humankind heritage, but also it's gonna be the center of a community of students that will come from every corner of the world. As of now, we have almost 70% of our applicants coming from foreign countries and applying to be part of this community of students that want to study the social sciences of digital transformation and sustainability.
In what way the graduate program in Law, Digital Innovation and Sustainability will help students in the job search?
The Master of Science in Law, Digital Innovation and Sustainability is a program that is blending several social sciences: management, finance, policy, law. And the reason why we created this blend is because a lot of our partners, employers that work with Lewis University, in the stakeholders engagement process that led to the design of this program, made very clear that they need new professional figures in their organizations that are able to coordinate, manage complex systems, integrate systems, have different knowledge, different tools, different skills, and are able to somehow bridge different languages inside these organizations and make vertical units cooperate with each other in order to produce innovations, trigger transition processes, and the like. This has been defined as the managers of innovation and sustainability. And you can see a lot of these figures popping up in the organizational charts of private and public organizations. So what we did was to dedicate a lot of the credits that we're going to award to forms of educational engagement tools like labs, like internships, like the project work, the final project work that will be developed in conjunction with our employers, partners. So the idea is that our students will not just study, they will start working also during the Master of Science in Law, Digital Innovation and Sustainability by working on their ideas, their talents, and developing these ideas and these talents together with the most fit partners that they can work with on the basis of their ideas and talents. So we're going to help them, we're going to support them, look for these partners, match them with partners that are already within the network of employers that partner up with Lewis University. And the labs that are going to be called X labs, experimentation labs, will be the trigger for this, let's say, placement process through which we envisage the students, the students of the Law, Digital Innovation and Sustainability Master of Science, to start being involved in the field, to start putting their hands on the real digital transformation and ecological transition processes. Then they could go on with the developing these ideas, always together in conjunction and in partnership with these employers through the internship and the final project work. And so that's why we believe that this program is a very hands-on program, and it's tailored, built around our students' talents and ideas. They will be developing new business units, new organizational solutions, startups, and any other policy or legal innovation that they will come up with. The idea is that this program revolves around our students, and it builds on their uniqueness.